Today, a bill to repeal Obamacare was introduced. Senator Mike Enzi introduced it, noting that 6 years after its enactment, Obamacare has clearly failed hardworking Americans. Now, Republicans just need a simple Senate majority. Debate will likely start on this tomorrow. Republicans will meet with Vice President-elect Mike Pence tomorrow to talk strategy on what they can do. Also on the Hill, President Obama will try and rally support for his signature legislation among Democrats. Joining me now is Wendell Potter, senior analyst for the Center for Public Integrity and author of Obamacare, What's in It for Me, What Everyone Needs to Know About the Affordable Care Act. This is shaping up to be quite a big fight, I got to say. How do you think it's going to play out early on?
I think that the Republicans will come to realize pretty quickly they cannot go forward as they've been planning. I've seen this happen over many years, that members of Congress believe the talking points they're handed, like this has not been good for hardworking Americans. Well, the reality is it has been. And I think they're going to realize, probably from the lobbyists for the insurance companies and the hospitals, that if they proceed with what they say they plan to do, it'll create a lot of chaos and uncertainty, and people will begin to lose their health insurance and their access to care. So I think when they finally come to understand that, and I think there are probably some members of the Senate in particular who understand what could happen, they'll tread more cautiously. I don't think that they're actually going to be doing the kind of repeal they've been promising for quite a long time.
Speaking of that issue of repeal, this morning Trump's senior advisor Kellyanne Conway said that the process could in fact take years, and admitted when she was pressed on whether or not Republicans have a replacement plan ready. Take a listen to this.
Right now, do you or do you not have a replacement plan ready to go, ramped up, ready to go, say, tomorrow?
We have pieces of it that we need to discuss. Well, but we don't have an HHS secretary confirmed yet. Go ask Minority Leader Schumer and the rest if they're going to give him a fair hearing, if they're even going to meet with him. I mean, we're ready to go, but we're not the only party.
So do you see that Republicans are going to have a backlash from the public if they don't announce a replacement plan, if they just repeal the Affordable Care Act, but don't actually have anything to go in its place?
I think there will be. I think it'll be more than a backlash. I think it'll be repercussions that will be catastrophic for a lot of people who voted for them. Here's the thing. Most people in this country who have health insurance are enrolled in a plan that's operated by a big for-profit insurance corporation. Those companies answer to analysts and financial analysts and shareholders. They will not tolerate the uncertainty that a repeal today and the promise of a replacement some years down the road, they just won't buy that. That creates such uncertainty that these companies will get out of the health insurance market. They don't need to stay in that market.
Well, Wendell, let me ask you this. Tomorrow, President Obama is going to be on the Hill trying to shore up support among Democrats to kind of see if there are any roadblocks that they could possibly put in place to prevent this from being repealed easily. Is there anything President Obama can do when he meets with Democrats tomorrow? And is there anything Democrats can do to prevent the Affordable Care Act from being repealed relatively easily?
You know, maybe just something of a little bit too, a little bit now that's far too late. The Democrats should have been explaining to the American public the benefits of the Affordable Care Act long before now. They frankly just largely ran away from it. The thing is, and hopefully that the Democrats can start to explain this, the Affordable Care Act did not just benefit the 20 to 25 million people who now have insurance.
Right.
It benefits every one of us. And that's what I think the message has to be, that these Democrats have to finally start coming around to understanding and communicating.
It has been a debate that has lasted for 8 years of the presidency, and I'm sure one that will continue to go on. Great to have you with us, Wendell Potter. Thank you for joining us.